Here. All right, we are live here on this grand day for the UAG. This is the cold hold of winter's grasp life, grasp of life. It's a D&D 5e venture. We have three strong and courageous adventurers here with Stoic, Rex, and Alwyn. The scenario that we have is this is 3 days after the courageous battle with a frost giant that attacked the city, and their snow had stopped during the 3 days, but it's starting to pick back up. Not where it's heavy, but medium snow coming down. The inhabitants of Ando Trion, which you should be seeing right now, the size of Ando Trion, are trying to fortify the gates, which are located at number 1, coming up the main road in and out of the town, and where number 3 is the open air market that got pretty well destroyed at the final battle, where there's also a well there that our mighty cleric Stoic was using for cover back and forth on things to protect them. And but there's relief in the town at the moment, but at the same time the shock of the battle is starting to settle in, and so there's a little bit of grayness on the personalities for the most part there. We have Rex that's over in the let's see, he's at the inn, at the Griffin's Inn, which is number 2 here at I don't know if my pointer shows up on that. Do you see the cursor? No? Okay. Over on number 2, I'll just narrate that, is where the inn is. And we have Stoic and Alwyn over at the Guild Hall, which is over at number 14. They're right in the between the inner gate to a more fortified section in some ways for control. There where you see what is it, 11 is the inner gate going on into Guild Road from Tavern, what is it, Tavern Road or something like that. So there we have it, and there's a lot of moaning and groaning, injuries had by most that Stoic has been trying, and the rest of the clerics and healers in Ando Trion have been trying to ease the suffering. Federo has done what he can at his level and such. So what I'll do is I'll turn it over to Rex at the moment, since he's the lone one, and then with Stoic and Alwyn being together, then we'll switch over to there. So Rex, you're in the tavern. What exactly are you doing? You see yourself in there with half a dozen other customers.
What did you say?
I said you're in the Griffin Inn.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? There's half a dozen other customers in there. Some just sitting there trying to gain some warmth. They look pretty disheveled, and some are there just drinking away, not looking too terrible bad.
I try to maybe find some information about where I can make some money, made a job, you know.
Okay.
Try to figure out where the best way is to make a heist and who would have a lot of money. still.
The roll an investigation.
Oh, my wife did take my dice. Yeah. Investigation. And that was on the floor. Yeah, 7.
A 7, and what they'll tell, what you'll hear from them is, oh, the Unnamed Adventurers Guild Hall. They have lots. They have lots of money. They take care. They take care of most around here. That and it'll be a little grubby, torn clothing. Not a child, but a very young adult that seemed to be curled up next to the fireplace, trying to get warm. That'll tell you that. And when he does that, he'll hold his hand on out, like he's possibly looking for recompense or compensation for such insight.
I don't give a fuck.
And he'll just moan there and like that. And you'll see him rub his hands, and then his palm will come back on out to you.
I just give a cover. One cover.
All right, he'll take it and smile. As far as that, what else are you doing there?
Get hammered.
Oh, roll me. Okay, roll me some percentage dice.
Oh, fuck. Let me see about I can find them. I have one here and one there. 41.
41? Okay. Great. Let me see. What's this going to continue? You're given a clear liquid cross with a red, green, and yellow stripes that are in it. The barkeep is asking for 35 silver for it.
35 silver for a drink?
Yep. He says this is one of our very special drinks, and we don't have a whole lot left, but you'll enjoy it, he said.
Okay, I can buy that then.
Say what?
I can buy it then.
Okay.
So, yeah, I paid him 4 gold pieces and get 5 back, right?
He'll look at you slowly and say, "I'll be right back with the change there." But he'll be mixing the drink up for you and give it to you, and then he'll go on back someplace. You don't see him. And what are you doing?
Gonna try to pee.
What, at the bar?
No, so he's not finished with the drink yet?
Well, yeah, he served you with the drink. You got the drink.
I don't know. The tip matches on it. Probably not doing anything, but I'm gonna do it. The real method.
You don't. It doesn't seem to be magical.
I don't drink it then.
All right, the drink tastes fluffy in your mouth and nutty. It's smooth yet light and bubbly, enough to have you wanting more. Little do you realize, however, that this fluffy feeling in your chest will soon extend to your entire body. You believe you have wings now. And is that a crest? Now you are now a parrot, or so you believe.
I'm gonna climb on the roof on the building.
All right, let me see here. Actually, and your speech becomes a little bit like parrotish, where you sound when you talk like you talk a little bit like a parrot. You think that you're a parrot, and you act like a parrot for 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb on the roof on the building and gonna repeat whatever people say around me.
All right.
And 2 minutes, and I'm gonna try to fly.
All right, we'll come back to the fly time. Now we're switching over. The camera spans on over to the guild hall, where we see Stoic and Elwyn sparring with each other, trying to heighten their abilities after such a battle. Go ahead, fellas.
Keep your arm up. Keep your arm up. Come on. Stoic lays a blow towards Aylwin and hits an arm class with his. Are they unarmed? He hits an armor class of 12.
He doesn't hit.
All right. Almost.
I move out of the way.
I almost got you that one time, I say, somewhat hopefully.
Yeah.
Come on.
23.
A lucky blow, I say. Tell me the damage.
7.
A lucky blow, I say, my teeth flying and blood flying from my head.
Yeah. You dodged the next one because I rolled a 7. No, I didn't 8.
You're becoming predictable, Aylwin, I say. Sort of dodging back but looking a little bit groggy.
An 8. 18.
18 hits me. I'm not in my armor.
Yeah, you take another 7 points of damage.
I spit out a tooth. Anytime you want to take a breather, I understand, I say.
Gotta keep training, gotta get better.
All right then. I lunge forward towards you and miss.
Yeah. 12.
In the midst of this honing of skills that it's going on, you hear a large crowd carrying on out into the inner city part. You hear cheers and words like, "Is he crazy? Has he lost his mind? Is he spellbound?" And such is what you're going to hear, because it's going to be so loud.
Truth, I say. Let's take a pause, I say, to Aylwin.
Yeah.
How does Aylwin react?
I think I got a better fight out of the wooden post.
I laugh at that one, but yeah, no wooden post is top of it. Next time, I love you. I'm beginning to get an eye for how you attack, I say. But we go out and see what's happening.
Okay, as you get out, you end up at the Griffin's Inn, and you see this crowd of about 20 people standing out there. About 5 of them are hollering, Fly, you foolish parrot, fly if you can. And the rest are saying, don't jump, don't jump. And up on top of the roof of the Griffith's Inn, you notice your battle buddy and compadre, Rex, standing up there flapping his arms and sounding like a parrot. What are you doing, Rex?
I'm gonna go a little bit bad and gonna run and try to fly to another building.
Okay, we'll hold that there. What are you, Elwin and Stoic? What are you doing as seeing this?
I'm just watching him.
And I'll try and stop him dying, but apart from that,
All right. Let's see here. Let me get back over here, and we have right here, okay, right there, and okay, and you're up on building 2. So which building or area are, since you said a building, which building are you trying to?
Probably number 5.
Number 5. Okay, so that's let me see here.
Or number 4, I don't know. So the people are standing on number 3, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, they're standing down in front right now. You're up on top of number 2, the inn, down where the entryway is, and the road going into the further into town. They're kind of standing on the lawn and that sidewalk going into the inn. Those 20 people.
So
I think you can jump 20 feet.
What?
Oh, it's about 20 feet to the next roof, so.
Yeah, I just jumped 20 feet without problem. So yeah, I don't jump to the building.
All right, so you're jumping to 5, not 4.
5 is only 10 feet, right?
Let's see here. Yeah, it's about 10. We'll say 12 or so.
How long to number 4 is 25, right?
4 is kind of closer to about 45 to 50.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna jump to number 5 then.
All right. Roll me a d20. Athletics.
Yeah. Do I get advantage because I believe I'm a parrot?
No.
Oh, okay.
Only in your mind.
I rolled a 5, so I'm plus 14 in all.
So what's your total?
14.
Okay, you make it to the to the other roof safely, and you hear those 5 people that were saying you're a parrot, fly. They're cheering for you, and you hear the other 15 with a large gasp. Oh, he's okay. He's okay. Come on down, sir. Come on down. Don't harm yourself. I know this has been a tragic event, but no sense in throwing a perfectly good life away.
I'm gonna jump to building 7.
how high is it?
How high is it? It's
How high is
they're about 2-story buildings. So I'd say there's 20, at least a 20-foot drop, depending on which.
I've seen
Which
Rex.
way?
I think he can take a 20-foot drop if he's.
Yeah.
And as he gets ready to try to do a running jump on there, you hear the guards holler out, "Alarm! Alarm! To the wall! To the wall!"
I rush over to the wall, just leave to his own devices.
So,
Dash to the wall. So that's
Okay.
100 feet of movement.
All right. You'll make it to the wall. That's no problem. Stoic.
Stoic's about to dash to the wall when he realizes his friend might try flying to the wall, and I'll watch to see what Rex does before I.
Okay, Rex.
Can I jump on the wall? Is that on the side?
You can. It depends on which part of the wall you want to jump on.
The wall to the north.
To the north. Okay. Then that should be.
I'm imagining it to be a high jump rather than a long jump. This one.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
you'll be.
small.
But you'll be able to jump to it. Just kind of give me another athletics roll.
16.
16.
I'm rolling so low. Yeah.
It's still all right. Okay, you make it up there onto the wall. You see him run instead of like he was pointed toward Stoic, instead of where he was pointed towards, like he was going to jump across the whole or try to fly across the whole open market to Pincus's general store. You see him spin on his toe and run and jump up over onto the other wall. And so that's what you see, Stoic. So you can go ahead and react.
Okay. Having seen him make the wall, I'll look round, make sure the crowd, no one's got sort of trapped in the crowd, and make my way. But I'm only walking to the wall, so I won't be there for the first round or two.
All right. And Rex, when you hit the wall, hit up onto the top of the wall
just very briefly.
Yeah.
Oh, just very briefly. Making sure no one's attention is on me. I kind of bend over. I go ooh from the sparring and spit out a bit of blood, and then whilst anyone's watching, I'm not showing any signs of pain. But when I have a moment to myself, I'll just wince and then make my way to the wall.
Okay, that's fine. Rex, you're up onto the I'll say the floor side of the wall up there, and you hear this bellow come out of like a horn, and through it you hear, and this will be so easy to hear this voice in common say, "Give me the murderers of my father, or else I'll destroy your town."
I want to ask a question.
Go ahead.
When we fought the ice giant, didn't we leave him alive and threw him out of town?
Yes, that's my memory.
That I'm not saying is incorrect. I'm just saying what this gentleman is saying.
No, yeah. Sometimes I don't remember things correctly, so I'm just double checking.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. I yell back, "Who's your father?"
And he'll holler back that he's Friord, the mighty, the strongest of the frost giants.
We didn't kill a frost giant. We robbed the frost giant, but we didn't kill a frost giant.
He is dead, and by your hands, from what my agents say, from this place. He never returned breathing back to our homeland.
Well, that wasn't us.
Ah, lies by the cowardly.
No, I made sure he was alive. Unless someone came back that I didn't know of, but as far as I know, we left him alive.
While this is going on, I'm gonna repeat everything.
You're coming down to the 3 minutes where after this initial discussion and everything, where the drink is kind of starting to wear off. And Stoic?
Stoic's just getting there, but Elwyn seems to have the conversation. Has said everything he'd say, so he's leaving it to Elwyn.
All right. And he'll turn and say, "Prepare for battle and be raised there, you small humans." And you out in the about 300 feet, you see this kind of large individual, but he won't be as large as what you would have pictured from the frost giant himself.
I'm going to arm my bow.
All right.
I'm going to take a couple shots and I'm at disadvantage.
All right, hold on here. Let me get his info up so it won't take but a moment.
Wait until he attacks before we attack him.
Then I won't attack. I'll just keep an arrow ready.
Alrighty. And Rex, what are you doing?
So my drink is off. The effect is off. But am I drunk?
Well, you're buzzed.
I'm gonna yell to the giant something about his mother yesterday.
And you'll hear him roar. And he'll go ahead and he'll advance 50 feet.
I will continue to assault his family until I come.
I yell at him.
What's your?
If you come any closer, we're gonna. If you come any closer, we're gonna start attacking. So if you don't want to be gravely injured, you should just leave.
Okay. Can you guys give me your passive perceptions in the chat?
Rex, it's not good tormenting somebody who's just lost their father.
But I'm drunk. I'm bossed.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm just reminding you, and hope something seeps through. But we'll see.
And I also speak the giant. So if you could talk giant, so you don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know what you're saying, but I can see the effect of it on the giant.
Okay.
And let me get out of here, off of this, and over to the other. All right. Okay. Go check their stats.
When he gets to 200 feet, I'm going to make attacks at disadvantage.
All right, hold on here. Right, be there. So, oh, okay, I know where they're at. They're over here. Where are you at? I need what's here? All right, that's on that. That. And all right. Okay. And we got that. Okay. Okay. All of you see, it looks to be some movement in the in the snow. You think? I said he was at 250. This would be, he's still at 250, but you would that would be at 200 feet. That you all notice this this movement in the snow. As far as that, it looks like some white, almost like a snowbank moving.
I fire at it.
Okay. Roll the hit.
You said that's the moving snowbanks at 500 at 200 feet.
Yes.
Okay. Why does it keep wanting to roll on the floor? Okay, so that's 17. No, that's 11 for the first one.
All right, that'll miss.
Let's see. 17 for the second one.
That'll hit.
5.
All right. All right. What's the? You see Aylwin letting loose 2 arrows. What's the rest of you doing?
In surprise, can I make out what this thing is that Aylwin fired at?
You can either give me a nature roll or a perception check, whichever's the best. Even though your passive perception saw the movement, you really didn't get a clear.
Yep, that's fair enough. I'll go for Perception. I'll walk along the top of the battlements a little bit and see if I can get to a place where I can see it more clearly. I get a 13.
A 13
doesn't reveal any more.
Doesn't reveal a whole lot more, except you notice it appears to have some ears, and I'll say it looks like a dog, because after I get done with Rex, you'll see that you saw it as his head came on up. Go ahead, Rex.
I'm gonna still solve in the jar.
Oh, okay. He's kind of standing there and like that. And when Aylwin's arrow hit this moving snowbank, up comes his head, and you hear a loud howl from it, as far as that. And so, Stoic, that's what you're seeing, is this really large white dog-like head come up and howl like in pain.
Okay.
Okay.
I just stroll about 20 feet away, or move to about 20 feet away from the others, to somewhere where I could get a good view.
All right. Let's roll for a niche and put it in the chat. All righty. Then with that, we'll go up to Matt. What are you doing? You're at the top of the order.
I'm gonna keep firing on the wolves, or the wolf that I saw.
Okay, go ahead.
Can't get worse than that. Oh, that was a 1 on the first one.
Okay. Roll me percentage dice. Let's get over here.
84.
84. With that, roll me a D4 and then a D10.
The D4 was a 1 and the D10 was 2.
Okay. You take 1 point of damage. You bite your tongue, and you can't speak for 2 rounds. And roll the percentage dice again, high or low. Whether you pick.
I'm gonna go high.
All right.
Nope, that's 17.
Okay. When you bit your tongue and everything pulling on back, you broke your bowstring. Because the pain and everything, you just gave it a little bit more extra pull, and it just snapped the bowstring.
Okay. So, for my movement, I'm going to get off the wall and get on the ground.
Which side of the wall? Inside or out? Inside or outside?
Is there stairs on the outside?
No. On the inside, you can take the stairs on down, but
yeah, I'm going to take the stairs down I'm going to tell Stoic with my bow broken. I'm going to stand out in front and wait for them to get close. I'm going to need your help in this fight.
Okay, and
just like the last one.
You'll be able to make it down to the front gate, but you're still inside and the gate's closed. Okay, after that goes Stoic.
Stoic will move to within. Stoic will keep an eye on where Elwyn is, but basically he's keeping an eye on the giants and the opponents, and he'll just basically, he doesn't really know what's happening yet, so he'll just cast guidance on himself for trouble ahead.
Oh, okay. And with that, then
we'll summon a prayer to Ilmater to guide him in this forthcoming trouble.
Okay, with that, then we'll go over to Rex. What are you doing?
I'm gonna walk over, so I'm standing over the gates.
All right.
Still assaulting the giant.
All right. And their move. All of a sudden, you see that one wolf that Stoic that you saw the head, the dog with the head. He's 20 foot from the front gate, and you see two others appear out in front of the gate, howling and gnashing at their teeth. And let's see here. And then you'll notice that figure will move on up to where he's what's his move? Where he's at 120 feet from the front, and giant, he's going to holler back at Rex, and he's going to tell Rex that the insult that your mother lies with gnomes, and she's half pixie.
I'm gonna say, wow, good one.
As far as that, and that's there, and we're back up to the top of the order. Ellen.
I'm going to try and get the gate open.
Okay, the guards are there, and they're trying to stop you. They're saying, "No, we can't let them in. No, we can't let them in. You need to stay here, where it's safe, where we can protect you."
Can I mumble, or can I just not talk?
It's like any really good biting of the tongue. I'll allow you to mumble. It's not going to be very clear.
Well, I'll emphasize with my hands.
Okay.
I have to get out there to stop them from getting in here.
And and they're going to let me see here. I'll do an base intelligence roll, see if they understand. Oh, okay. They understand. As far as that, and they're like, they'll say, we got to ask the sergeant of the guard, and they're hollering for the sergeant of the guard, so he waiting for him to arrive. From there, Rex, let's see here, and what are you doing? And
it's Stoic.
Stoic. You're right. Yeah,
Stoic.
What are you doing?
Stoic remembers the snow goggles that he got and he's going to grab his backpack and pull out some goggles and put them on to see if he can see any other enemies back in the snow line or out there in the cold, or if it's just the 3 that have appeared so far.
All right, roll me a perception check. Let's see.
And it'll be 14.
Okay. It looks to be that those are the only ones that you appear to be seeing at this juncture.
Okay. We didn't kill your father, I shout at it. But I don't know if that will have any impact with all the insults that Rex seems to be throwing at it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And it's up to Rex.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down and say. I'm gonna down and yeah. I'm gonna jump down to the gates and wait. What
Inside
happens
or
then.
outside?
The gate is not open, right?
Say what?
The gate is not open yet, right?
No, it's not
No.
open. It's not open. Inside, and that's a good point. Inside? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me an athletics check, since you're jumping down from a pretty good size height, to see whether or not you fall. And if you do fall, then we'll. Oh, all right. Then you're able to do a good solid landing, and you won't hurt yourself. And you're down there at the gate. You got Aelwyn there, and you got the 2 guards that are trying to stop you. And as you were coming down, you heard them holler for the second guard.
Can I talk to them? No, it doesn't matter. I forgot. Yeah, nothing. That was it.
All right. And at this juncture, these 3 large dog-like creatures, you hear them pounding, jumping at the door. Let me see here. And yeah. 1, 2, and 3. All right. And you're hearing creaks from the gates. You're seeing some of the makeshift repairs that were done to the gate look like it's starting to buckle somewhat. And he gets that way, and he'll move another double move with 120. All right. And for Stoic, you'll notice from looking at your passive perception that this individual is now about 40 feet from the gate, and you'll see that he seems to be wielding 2 large axes. And at this juncture, the things would be clear. They're there close enough that let me get a picture of what you're actually kind of seeing. And I'll try to, I got to pick this up. Okay. And right. Okay, I know I got you here. Where's your crazy butt at? All right, it's not in that file. No. Let's see here. Come on up here. And, Tom got it. I know I grabbed it from this file. Hope I didn't lose it. The Jesus. Shoot. Well, what you'll see is basically, since I can't find the folder that I had it in, you'll see what was on the cover of the event page for this. I don't know if I can pull it, but you'll see this all white dog with a little bit of red like blood around the muzzle. The three of them, and the one in the front shoulder, you'll see a little bit of red, and you'll see this large individual standing before you, like in a white dog or wolf furs, where he blends on into the background of the snow and the snow that's falling and such, as far as that. And he seems to be about 12 feet tall. And all he's doing is roaring at you with a vengeance, making curses at the party in the town, that he'll have his justice, he'll have his revenge. And that'll put us back up at the top of the order to Matt, Alan.
I'm going to say to the guards, if you value your lives, run and get Federo. And I'm going to dash up, and jump over the wall and try and land on one of the wolves.
All right. Well, first, let's roll to see if you hit.
Nope.
All right. And go ahead and, unless you have an ability that's going to minimize the damage, roll me.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I have slow fall.
All right. But roll me 4d6s.
It's 5 times level, I think I reduced.
Okay.
So I'm a level 6 monk, so I reduced 30 damage. 4, 11.
All right. So you miss your target, but you don't seem to take any damage between making contact with the wall and slowing yourself down and using that to slow yourself on down. And you're standing next to the wolf that you shot with your bow. And this wolf is almost at the shoulder as big as you are tall.
Okay.
So you gonna try anything else? Because that was basically your movement.
I didn't need to dash to do that?
You were already up at the top, right?
No, I was down at the gate.
Oh, all right, yeah. Okay, then you're done. As far as that. Stoic, you see Elwin dash back up and jump over the portico, the catwalk.
How far down is it to the ground?
40 feet.
40. Okay, I moved down about 10, 15 feet down the stairs and chant a battle prayer to Ilmater, asking him to guide us and fortify us in this battle. And all me, Rex, and Elwin have the effects of the bless spell.
Okay.
You feel your senses heightened by my magic, and then I'll return to the top of the stairs so I can see what's happening. But I needed to get within range, so I went down there. I don't need to see, so I've got them both within the range.
Alrighty. And Rex, what are you doing? All of a sudden, you see Elwin just run the other way. You still have the 2 guards.
Did they not run for the guy that it would tell them to?
Elwin ran up the stairs that he came. That were down there, back up to the top of the wall.
To run for what?
He was just hollering for the sergeant and the guard. You're seeing. Roll me. Well, you'd be looking, so it's not passive. Roll me a perception.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
That is 13.
13. Okay. You'll notice down into the open market that looks like there's about 3 guys that are headed towards your way.
Okay. I'm gonna open the gate and go out to fight the beasts.
They're gonna be stopping you, telling you, "Don't go out there. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna allow them into the city. Don't you see they're jumping at the door, at the gate? Don't you hear them?"
I'm gonna make a voices in the head that say, "Run for your lives."
All right. With that, they're going to go ahead and pull their swords and tell you, "Back off. You will not harm this city. Allow harm to come to this city."
God.
So what you doing?
I'm gonna test friends on them and make them sure that they're gonna open the door for me.
All right. Let me, wrong place. Let me get over it. there. You're casting friend.
It's a 10 shield.
Yeah, I'm just going up so I can know how I can mess with it. To see how it applies.
That's the job of the GM. Work
Yes.
out how you can mess with the player's intentions.
Let's see here. There we are. All right. Okay, it's not. Boy, that seems odd. But
you can only affect one of them, and there's multiple there.
Yeah, there's two that are there, but there's what I'm finding. I wanted to check see if there was a saving throw, but there's not.
It just gives them advantage on charisma.
Yeah. So, all right, you're casting that. That's where we'll hold that, because that's going to eat up all your movement and actions. And then
still talk to him, right?
Well, you'll be talking to him, yeah, as far as that. But your actual effect onto that won't be till your next time. So we'll have your charisma roll against his roll to see how effective you are.
Yeah.
Ready? And let's see. Don't get a 1. That's all I want. Okay, that's for them. So, that's 14. You'll the wolves jump at the door at the gates again, and you see big open spots open on up. It's not all the gate's not all the way open, but you can now see through the gate, and you can see the snapping maws and the large paws and bodies of these wolves jumping and pounding at the gate, doing the gate damage. And the I'll get back to our main guy, and you're going to see this large individual come up to the gate, and he's going to strike it with his axes. Let's see here. Okay, and what do those axes do for damage? 3d12 plus 6. Okay. 27. Okay. You see him well on the gate with his great axes, and all of a sudden, it would be. Well, I got to do this. Give me a Dex saving throw there, Rex.
The feeling of the blessing adds another D4 to this.
Okay.
Okay. I already have a D4. Okay. Oh, I rolled 4. So I have 26.
All right. And so you managed to keep yourself out of the way of the splinters and pieces of wood that go flying and exploding on in. One of the guards that were there stopping you, he drops to the ground. The other one drops to a knee. back to the top of the order with Elwin outside next to the wolf that he shot.
I'm going to attack that wolf.
Okay.
15.
That a hit?
5 points of damage.
Okay.
16.
That a hit?
6 points.
Okay.
And a 9.
Did
No,
you
he did
include
10.
the D4? Did you include the D4 from the...
No, that's
bless?
10 plus D4. 13.
That a miss. All right. Then we'll go to Stoic. You feel this great rumble from up there from the attacks. You hear this crashing sound. You also will hear a mortal groan. It sounds like that comes from one of the persons down below. You don't know who. Setting up that theatric.
Right. One of the guards is... I look down. One of the guards is down, is he? And the gate's gone up, and the gate's buckled.
Sundered.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, the gate's sundered. One of the guards, well, actually, both the guards are down, but down in the sense you're talking about one's down and one's down on its knees.
Okay. Stoic goes and sort of draws a holy symbol on himself and runs down the steps. Runs down the steps towards the fallen guard.
All right.
And that's all I can do this. Yeah, that's all I can do this time.
Okay. Rex.
Yeah. So you say the gate is getting a lot of damage from him?
The gate is pretty much busted wide open. It's sundered. You'll see large splinters, almost like arrows, from the sundering that's sticking in the guard that's down face down, and you'll see some smaller ones sticking in to the one that's on its knees.
Oh, can I just retcon quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
The spell that I cast was actually just a bonus, so I can actually do a main spell as well. I'll run down the stairs, and I can only move 25. In my normal movement, can I reach the fallen guard or not?
You're up on top looking over the gate, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't be able to get to the guard, will I?
No.
No, I'm still just going down the stairs. And for my main action, I'll also cast a cantrip of. If I'm going down on the inside, none of the wolves are through yet, are they?
No, not yet.
Okay, then I cast another cantrip on myself, a resistance cantrip to help me. So I've cast 2 spells on myself: Sanctuary and Resistance.
Oh, okay. What's the resistance for? Don't you pick a?
It gives me a plus an. Oh, actually, no, I won't bother with that because I've already got the bless up and working. So I'll cast a guidance instead.
Okay.
Both of them are concentration.
Yeah,
Bless
forget that.
Concentration.
Yeah, you're right. I'd forgotten about that.
I was loving it.
Nice. So instead, I'll cast. Just leave it as it is. I'm Stoic's fumbling over himself, trying to think what to do whilst he's running down the steps. He's cast 1 spell, but the other one he doesn't know what to do.
All right, back to Rex.
Sorry, Rex.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna tell the guard I think it's fucking useless because if you have opened the gate will not be smashed. And I'm gonna try to stab one of the hounds through the gate.
All right, you can move. The gate's pretty much all wide open, so you can move on up to make your movement up to one of them. They're right at the gate. They're on the other side.
Do we have other stuff nearby the gate, like a cart or something like that?
No.
How long is that to something at the border the gate with?
Let's take a look. See. Let's say. Let's see here. Here's the gate. You're talking probably getting on back down to there, probably 75 to 100 feet.
I thought it was gonna open the gate then. If the gate is not smashed.
Oh, the gate's smashed.
Okay, I'm gonna. So, how many things are there?
There's 3 wolves and 1 12-foot giant individual. That's the best way to put it. With 2 great axes.
I'm gonna walk up and cast Arm of Hadar. When I do that, each creature in a radius of 10 of me take 2d6 damage and can do reactions to next turn. If the
save?
Is there a save?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a save.
All right. Let's see here.
Strength save.
Let's see. Yeah, strength save.
All right. And also, Ellen, make a strength save.
You got plus D4 from the bless spell.
It's 16.
Okay, what's your DC?
That is 12.
All right.
Half damage on a save.
All righty. And what's
no other?
The damage is 5.
5. So half of it, we'll say 2.5. Say 2 for anyone that's saved. 5 for the other. All righty. All right. And okay, that's all you're doing, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Since you're basically, well, you and the other guard, he's on a knee, so this one will be, let me get a D4. All right. This one will be on you. This one, Wolf. 17 hit you?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll take 12 points of damage, piercing, bite, and let's see here. The second one. Let's see. Where's the second one? Oh, that's going to be on you. Damn. 3-4 is you, and 1-2 is the guard. That will miss. And then the third one, try to get Elwyn that was attacked by him. That'd be a unnatural 20. Does that hit you, Elwyn?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And he bites you for 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Biting, piercing. And then at the door, let's see here. I'll use a D6 on that one. 1-2 would be Aylwin. 3-4 will be the guard, and 5-6 would be Rex. 6. So, okay, a 19 and a what's the plus up? And a 10.
19 gonna hit.
19's gonna hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see here. The one battle axe misses you, just cuts above your head. And the other one will hit you, and you'll take 20. Okay, that's it. 24 points of damage.
I'm down.
All right, and they'll start. The wolves will start moving on. 2 of the wolves will start moving on into through the gateway, along with the large individual. The other one outside that's battling with Elwyn will stay there. And Elwyn, you're up.
So the wolves moved away from me.
2 of them did. One
Yeah.
stayed. The one that was been battling with you.
So who's 10 from me?
Who's what?
Who? 10 feet from me.
Outside, inside. That wolf.
Just the wolf is 10 feet?
Yep. The others are about 15.
I'm going to move so I can try and get all the wolves 10 feet from me.
All right, you're moving into the gate. That'll give that one wolf an attack of opportunity. Let's see here. 13 hit you?
No.
Okay. So you're within 10 feet of all the wolves.
Yeah. And the giant is nowhere near me.
He's actually about 10 feet from you also.
Okay. Everyone 10 feet from me in a radius make a dex save. I'm using Earth Tremor.
Okay. What's the DC?
My spell DC is 14.
Is that
Alrighty.
damage?
If the damage is only on a fail, it's a
The-
1d6.
Yeah,
bludgeoning.
but I did a fail on my this save, right? Because it did damage, right?
Yep.
All right. All of them except the large individual failed. You have the guard that failed and the 3 wolves.
Okay. all that fail their dex save take points of bludgeoning damage, and they're knocked prone.
How many bludgeoning damage?
3.
3. Okay. And okay. Alrighty. That's all you're doing?
Don't really have a bonus action, so no.
Okay. Caius. Not Caius, Stoic.
Stoic. Stoic gets down to the bottom. He dashes up to the fallen guard, and did the other guard fall? I mean, is the other guard unconscious, or is he still conscious? The one that was caught in.
They're both unconscious.
Both guards are unconscious, and so is. Okay then. At this point, I call upon the power of Ilmater to help us in this battle. And what's your maximum hit points, Rex?
30.
12, did you say?
30.
30. Okay, you'd get 15 back as healing energy just kind of painful healing energy comes out of me, and the other 2 guards who were knocked down will be brought back up as well, right, on half their hit points, half their max. Unless they've got more than 10 max each. Basically, they'll get a maximum of 5 each.
Okay. Well, they're back up. They're not exactly spry, but they're those guards have 8 hit points apiece. So.
Yep. So they'll be up to 4 each.
Yep.
I can only go up to half their maximum. And then that's my main action. That's all I'll do for now.
All right. Go ahead.
And I'll move into. I will need to fight, won't I? How many guards are there? Are the guards joining the fight as well?
Well, the 2 that you just brought back will definitely be bringing it. There's 3 others that were coming, and such. So, but eventually you'll have those. You'll have those.
I'll just stick where I am at the moment. I'll keep separate.
All the wolves are prone, so you get advantage.
They are prone.
Yep.
Okay. As my bonus action, then, I a spiritual wine bottle of force appears in the air and crashes down on one of the prone wolves.
All right.
And it is at advantage, I guess. So,
yes.
So it'll be a 20.
All right, that'll hit.
No, 19. Sorry, but it's 19.
That'll hit.
And it does. It hits it for. Just six points of force damage.
Alrighty.
And then I take position in the middle of the gate. If anyone tries running past me, I'll get an attack of opportunity. That's my aim.
Okay. All right, Rex. You go down and you're prone, but yet all of a sudden a big gasp of air is brought back to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the giant then. No, let me see what can I do.
Well, giant's the only one that's not prone, so you wouldn't get sneak attack. If you attack the wolves, you get sneak attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna. If you're prone, you automatically have disadvantage on safe.
If you stand up, you'll. Oh no.
Okay.
You mean?
I'm gonna stand up and try to hit one of the wolves.
All right. Roll the hit with advantage.
That is 22, I believe so.
Okay, that a hit.
And I have sneak attack. So, yeah, fantastic. That is 11 damage.
All right. All right, and it is their go. There's anything else that you're going to do or can do?
Nope.
All righty, and the wolves will get on up, and they will take an attack. Let's see here. That's a hit. And that's a hit. The two wolves, let's see here. One of the two wolves go ahead and bite onto one of the two guards, and they got him by the throat, and they're shaking him. Their blood is gushing. The two guards go back down, and then the one other one that's been being attacked by Elwin, he'll strike out. Does 11 hit?
No.
Okay. And then we have 1, 2, and 3, because those guys are down. So 1, 2 would be Stoic. 3, 4 will be Ellen, and 5, 6 would be Rex.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a 3. So let's see. That will be for the first strike. Where is it? Plus 6. So that's a 15.
Doesn't hit.
And the second one is an 18.
That hits.
Let's see here. All right, and the first axe goes down by your knees, but you gracefully dance around it, and then the other one, as you're dancing around, catches you into the side, and you take 23 points of damage. And this large individual just roars in glee. And we're at this point, you'll notice that the sergeant of the guard and 2 other guards have made it up to the scene, but they can't take action at the moment. we'll go ahead and go to the top of the order. Ellen.
I'll yell at one of the guards. We Federo here now. Can you please go get him? And I'm just gonna use my wholeness of body ability to recover 18 points of damage.
Okay.
And I don't have any bonus attack actions, so.
Okay. Stoic.
Stoic slams his wrists together, and as they do so, a brilliant white light appears between them, and some little white spirits just sort of pour out from where his wrists touch each other, and just pour out from around him and whiz around, taking up a space up to 15 feet around him, and that should include the wolves and the giant. Anything within 15 feet. He's blocking the gate, and any enemies. These won't affect his allies, but they will affect his enemies. And it's spirit guardians, basically.
Okay.
At the beginning of their turn. At the beginning of their turn, they've got half movement, and when they start their turn or enter the area, they must make a wisdom save or take radiant damage. Okay.
All right. Yep.
And then, as my bonus action, my spirit hammer crashes into. The guards are down, aren't they?
Yes.
Well, my spirit hammer crashes down into the injured wolf.
Which injured wolf? They're all injured.
The one that Aylwin first damaged.
Okay. Alrighty.
I think that's the one that's been hit the most.
Yes, it is. Roll the hit.
That's the one. The one that I aimed my spirit hammer at the first time. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
It hits an armor class of 17.
That hits.
For 10 points of force.
Okay. And describe how this wolf goes down.
Yep. Suddenly I said spirit hammer. It's a spirit wine bottle, as you've seen before. A jagged, icy bottle flashes across the bleeding throat of it and enters into its brain, and with it falls back and bloodies the snow around it.
Alrighty. And after that, we have Rex.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack one of the wolves is still down.
All right, they got the wolves stood up, but you can still attack the wolves. There's two of them now.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack one of the wolves.
Okay.
Do we have an ally close to one of those?
Let's see here. 10-foot radius there. Alan's in there. Yeah, I'd say you got it between where Stoic has placed himself. Alan is in there, and yourself. You got an ally that's within 5 foot of him.
22 to hit.
That a hit?
Yeah. That's 19 damage.
19 damage?
Yeah.
You hear a howl. Okay. Alrighty. Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. And over to the guards. The one, the sergeant of guards say, "Run, get Federo," and then the other two will try to engage with their swords to the large giant man. Ooh. And the let me double check that.
Oh,
AC.
at the beginning of their turns, they all need to make a DC 15 whiz save.
Okay. I'll get back to that. Okay. One of the
Probably
guards. One of the guards.
to be quite honest, before the attack, but I
Yeah,
forgot
but
to say.
well, the guards are doing the attack right now.
Okay.
Right. The one guard just misses, and the sergeant hits. And let's see here. Ooh, not bad, Sergeant. Not bad. I only have. There we go. Alrighty, and they make their attack. This long sword from the sergeant of the guard slices on into the giant's thigh, or the giant human's thigh, and now you said that they need to make a saving throw.
DC 15 wisdom save.
Okay. Okay.
That's
1, 2, and there's one more. You said DC 15?
Yep.
All right. Both the wolves missed. So what's...
So the ones who missed take 9 points of radiant damage, and the ones who succeeded take half.
Okay. Okay, the one wolf is looking rather shabby as far as that. So, and they're gonna let's see here.
And their movement is halved.
Yeah. But
whether they make their save or not.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2 is stoic. 3, 4 will make Rex, and 5, 6 will make Aelin for the wolf. Oh, 5, 6. Okay. Let's see. A 10 doesn't hit you, does it?
No.
All right. That's the wolf. And then we'll keep the same number order for the, well, there's the two others, so yeah. Let's see. 3, 4. All right. The giant's going to swing out at the two guards, the sergeant. Oh, yeah. That will hit. And, oh, that definitely hit. So one axe jumps on in. Does some pretty good damage. There's 10, 22. And the one guard is cut literally right in half.
Damn.
By the cut. And the damage for the sergeant of the guard is 22, 24. And the second axe bites into the captain's midsection pretty well, but he's staggering on back, pumping blood on out as far as that. And we're back to the top of the order.
I'm going to move so I can get the wolves and the giant within 10 feet of me.
They are within 10 feet of you.
Oh, they are. They still are?
Yeah.
Okay.
They haven't made any moves other than getting up.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to raise my foot and stamp it on the ground and cause another earth tremor.
Okay.
DC 14 dex save.
Okay.
Does that include everybody or
yes.
Everyone? Everyone within 10 feet of me. No radius.
Okay. I get.
The wolves go down.
And they take 2 points of bludgeoning.
What's the DC?
It's DC 14.
Oh, I go down. How much bludgeoning?
2.
Okay.
And if you got any concentration spells, make your check.
Yep, I'm going to just make the save.
Right.
I hope you don't take down my spell with this one. It's no, you don't.
Alrighty.
It's mainly I'm trying to trip the wolves off so other people can get advantage on the attack.
Well, you got the 2 wolves are down.
Oh, yeah.
And the one,
the 10-foot radius that I stamped, it becomes loose to earth or stone. It's considered difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So am I. Well, it's not difficult terrain. It just hinders movement.
But all right, that's what you've done, right, Alan?
Yeah.
All right, you have both the wolves down. The one that's down seems to be doing a strange kicking action with its hind and front legs, as far as that. Alrighty, and we have Stoic.
Stoic. Let's see. There's 2 wolves look to be down. 2 wolves look to be finished. I'll go for the one who doesn't seem to be in a death throes with my spirit hammer as I climb to my feet. The spirit hammer hits for 23. Will hit.
Yep.
For spiritual bottle slashes for 9 points damage whilst it's down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll get up and I'll. That's my main spell. I'll just launch I strike the ground. Energy cracks out from where I strike the ground and leaps up at the giant, and he must make a DC 15 dex save.
Okay, he makes it.
He makes it. Okay. The streak of energy zooms past him and he misses it.
Okay. Sacred flame.
That was a sacred flame. Yep.
Okay. And from there we go to Rex.
I can attack one of those that lay down the wolves.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
Which one you want to attack? There's one that's twitching. There's one that ain't moving, and then there's another one that's down there that's moving its head a little bit more than the one that's twitching.
Moving ahead a little bit.
All right.
13 damage.
13 to hit?
Yeah. 13 damage.
Yeah, but did you hit it? What was your roll to hit?
I rolled over 20. I cannot remember how much, but
okay. You hit it. 13 damage, you said?
Yeah.
All right. And it howls an eerie howl. explain how you dispatch this wolf.
I stab it in the eye.
Okay. And let's see here. And now the sergeant of the guard, the only one of the guards that's there that's still up. And he will swing at the giant, but he misses. So the giant roars a mighty roar because of his pets being dispatched and being struck. And he's going to, let's see here. Oh. He's going to strike at the guard, the sergeant of the guard. And the first one will miss. Ooh, but the second one hits him. And he takes 21 points of damage. And the sergeant of the guard falls on the ground. And then the giant will go ahead and take a step onto the sergeant's
Doesn't
throat.
he have to take a wisdom save since he's starting his turn in the area?
Yep.
16 for wisdom save.
Okay, it'll take half damage, so I'll just roll the damage.
Yep.
It takes half of 13.
All right, 6
radiant.
There. All righty, and he steps on the sergeant of the guard's head, and you hear a crackling of the skull, and juices flowing on out along with some blood. Back to the top of the order.
Are all the wolves dead?
Yes.
Okay. And then, would drinking a potion be considered an action or a bonus action?
That's an action.
Okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to drink my last healing potion just in case I need the extra health.
Okay.
Get 9. Okay. That's all I'm going to do.
All righty. And from there we go to Stoic.
Stoic turns his spirit bottle on the giant, and well, it misses the giant, but then the giant then no, and then Stoic blasts the giant with a sacred flame again.
All right.
Dex save.
Yep. Let me see.
DC 15.
Ah, you're lucky on his dex. He misses.
Okay, so the damage is 6.
Okay. Alrighty. And from there we go to Rex. What are you doing?
I'm gonna stab one of the people that was down, right? Is the wolf still down?
They're down. They're all dead.
So I'm gonna attack the giant then.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast hits on the giant first.
You're gonna do what?
Cast hits.
Hex. Okay.
What ability save are you gonna, or what ability check are you modifying? Sorry.
All
Sorry, Charles.
Oh, that's all right. That's what I was going to ask. Because I need to know.
I just made him more dumb.
Okay, intelligence. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna tell him. So, do you have an ally close by?
Not within 5 feet.
Okay, I don't have that anymore.
All you guys have been staying about 10 feet away.
I'll roll 19.
I'm going to try and stay 15. I'm going to try and stay 15, so I've got him at the limit of my...
All right. Good to know. Go ahead, Rex.
I roll 26 to hit, I believe so.
If you rolled 26 to hit, that hit.
Yeah. How much do you hit plus? Is that 2d6 or something like that?
What do you
It's a d6 extra for the hex.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So that is 10 damage.
Alrighty. And he'll roar in pain, and he's going to turn around, and he's what? Go ahead.
He needs to make another wisdom save as the spirits torment him.
Ready?
Dashing into his eyes and around his neck.
Okay. He missed that wisdom save.
So this time he takes 9 points of radiant.
Alrighty. And he's going to strike out at the nearest threat to him, which is Rex.
Yay!
Alright. That will miss. But I believe the...
I wanna have 13 in DC.
Okay. Oh, the 19 hits you. And what do we got here? That's got to do math. My head's getting swelled. Let's see here. 23 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
With the blade of his great axe on the second one coming by and cutting you into the chest, horizontally across the chest. Alrighty. Boom. Back up the top of order. Ellen.
I'm going to move towards him and attack.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit him. Just you seem to hit the wolf skins that are on him, but it doesn't seem to penetrate.
22.
Oh, that definitely is.
He has to make a Constitution save.
That he does not mind. Okay, does a 18 pass the DC?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
And he takes 4 points of damage.
Alrighty. And he growls.
12 doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. And that was the same roll. So
all right.
Those don't hit.
All right, Stoic. The scene is as you see it. The
Yep.
sergeant of the guards are down. Is down. The guards are down. You have Rex that's down. The 3 wolves are down, and you have one totally PO'd, large, giant-like person.
Yep. As his action, no, I'm going to stay at a distance then, because he in Rex's unconscious daze, he hears Stoic's gritty voice sort of penetrating, saying, "Stop lying around. We need you as a meat shield." And you get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hit points back. Do I get to add my proficiency bonus, or just my ability bonus onto healing spells?
It's just your ability, not your proficiency.
So yeah, 10.
Oh, okay. And that puts us, unless you have something else there, Stoic.
And then my spiritual weapon, I can't move because that's a bonus action, but I'll blast him with a sacred flame. So from 15 feet away. So he's going to make a dex save.
All right. Does a 14 pass it?
Nope. I get him. I catch him. It's a 15. So it hits him for 8 points of radiant.
Okay.
Back away, big guy. We've got this place covered.
All right. Now, Rex.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit him. The giant. I'm not gonna hit him. But that's my turn.
All right. Sore from all the wounds and the muscles aching, Rex takes a stab at it, but comes up shy a little bit. And let's see here. Rex was there with a physical within 5 feet, and so was Aylwin, correct?
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, Aylwin, 3, 4, Rex. 2. So his attacks will be on Aylwin. First one does a 15 hit you.
No, it doesn't.
All right.
That's just barely.
And the second one, a 25, I think, hit you.
Oh, yeah.
And that will be 12. That's 27. That'll be 31 points of damage.
I am down to 11.
Okay. And he will go ahead. Oh, let me. And did an 18 pass the wisdom save? I forgot. I was forgetting about the.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It's half damage. Let me double check.
Yep.
Oh, did quite well for my rolls, so it's half of 15.
Okay. Let's go with that. Alrighty. And he will move inside the city 20 feet.
So move up to me and sort of...
So
opportunity attacks?
Spirit Guardians give him half movement and...
That is half his movement.
Yeah. Oh, no. No, he's not moving through, so yeah. He's on the edge of it, so he wouldn't have difficult terrain.
Do we have a opportunity attacks?
He's not really passing through your area, but I'll go ahead and give you opportunity attacks.
15.
15 will hit.
And because I'm nearby allies, I get sneak attack?
Yeah.
17
points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. And Alan, you were up there, so within reach. So
I didn't hit.
Okay. Alrighty, and he moves his 20 feet in, and that's his. You're up to the top of the order.
I'm gonna go up and try and hit him.
Okay.
That doesn't hit him.
All right.
Let me. I got a 15.
That a hit.
Takes 4 and doing flurry of blows.
All right.
Yeah, that's 26, and he has to make a dex save.
All right. Dex save of 16.
Yeah,
Hold
he
on.
makes it.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah, he makes it, but he takes 8 points of damage on that.
All right.
And that's a 28.
To what? Hit?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that hit.
And he takes 6 points of damage.
What?
Takes 6 points of damage, and it's considered magical if he has damage reduction.
Okay. All right. That's all you're doing?
Yep.
All right. Stoic.
Stoic sort of dances around him, but I guess he's within 5 feet, so he's within reach of his weapon, whatever it is. But he's staying within sort of 10 feet, so he's not moving out of his combat area because I think he's within range of the giant. But he's moving. He's sort of circling around the giant to move the direction he's moving into the courtyard, so he's 10 feet further into the town than the giant. So the giant, if the giant continues, still has to press through his spirit guardians.
All right.
You see what I mean?
Yep.
And then, but before I move, I'm casting a healing word on the sergeant who went down.
All right.
Sergeant of the guard, bringing him round. And then I'm going to blast the. I'm going to try and blasting him again with a sacred flame.
All
I'm
right.
slapping the earth, and another bolt of light comes out.
All right. He fails the dex save.
Okay, so he's hit by. He's just hit a glancing blow, which he probably hardly notices. 3 points of radiant.
All right.
Go back to the coals from where you came. What do you want in here? I shout at him.
All right. And he'll holler back, "Revenge, justice!" And
even if you find victory, your justice will be hollow. We gave your father a headache, but we did not kill him.
And Rex.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack him Ooh, 19. That is 26.
That a hit?
And I'm gonna.
And you get sneak attack.
Yep.
Yeah, 11. Doesn't matter sneak attack when we roll 2 1s. So.
All right. Okay, he's not looking too good though. All right, the sergeant of guard is pushing himself up slowly as far as that, and that's about all he can do at this juncture. He's still in the realm of the spirit guardians, right?
Yep.
All right, and I'm pretty sure he passes the wisdom check on that with a 16, doesn't he? Okay. And say what?
10 points, half to 5 then.
All right. And you moved on back. So there's only Rex and Aylwin there at the moment. 1, 2 will be Aylwin, 3, 4 Rex. 2.
Mm.
And let's see. He misses and drops the one axe out of the hand onto the ground. And the other one, that will be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, I go down because I only have 11. So
Well, he may roll 3 1s.
yeah, very good chance. Oh, not very good chance, slim chance.
Well, he rolled 2 1s out of it.
Yeah.
So that's 8 plus 6 is 14.
No, I'm down.
All right. And he roars and such. And we go up to the top of the order. Helen.
19 on death saves.
Okay. That's a success.
Yeah.
Stoic.
Elwyn hears a voice. Come on, we need you. Actually, Yep, and you get 9 points back. And Stoic, as his main action, is Elwyn up with the Elwyn is still up with the frost giant, isn't he?
Yes.
So okay, I'll I'll just continue what I've been doing and fire a sacred flame at it. Does it dodge it this time?
16.
Yep, it swerves out of the way and completely misses it.
All right. Yeah.
You move better than Elwyn.
He chuckles. And Rex.
Yeah, I attack him.
Yeah.
Say what?
I try to attack him, and I roll 19 again. Crazy.
All right, that'll hit.
I still sneak attack.
Not really.
Okay, so then 9 damage.
Because Elwyn went down, even though he was brought up, he really is not a threat at him at this juncture. Next round, when he gets up or whatever, he will.
Oh well, never mind. I thought it would be a threat, but no.
No,
I would have
because he hasn't gotten the opportunity to get up to.
Yep.
You healed him and stabilized him, but
Yeah, my turn is after yours, so I have to wait until it comes all the way back around again.
Yeah, I know that. I just it's all right.
Yeah.
But go. So what,
That's all
Rex? What did you get?
9.
9 points of damage, or 9 to hit?
9 points of damage.
All right. Describe how you take this large creature out.
I stit him in the foot.
In the foot.
Yeah. I cut his Achilles heel. Yeah.
All right. And he falls down and tumbles and drops his other axe onto the ground. And as he's falling, you see Federo coming down the street, running as fast as he can without tripping over his robes.
This fight went better than the last one.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
What? So what are you guys doing other than just?
I'm gonna see what he has on him. See, just to see what he has.
Okay. We got that going on. What about you two?
After the combat sort of wears off and the adrenaline, Stoic sort of look of glee or sort of glow. The adrenaline drains from his face, and he just looks grey and tired, and goes and starts looking after the dead and the fallen, seeing if there's any sign of life, but one of them got killed. But he's trying to restore what he can.
All right.
And give them last rites.
The only one of the guards that would be up is the sergeant at a guard, and he's looking pretty rough as far as that. And yes, given the last rites to the other fallen. Rex.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just, I don't know. I'm putting the dead to the side or something like that.
Okay. While you're pulling the dead to the side, you'll hear a voice in your head, and all it will say is, "I am disappointed. You failed me." And that's where that will lay on top of you. Back to Aylwin that's searching them. Give me a perception check.
Is it possible to cast something on myself before this?
Yeah, you got all the time in the world if you want to.
Okay, I'm going to use guidance on myself.
Okay.
Okay. 23.
All right. As you're checking them and you push them on over, you'll notice that he looks strange to you. Not like the frost giant that was on the battle 3 days ago. You'll notice some similarities. There's an icy blue tinge to the skin, but yet there's also a pinkish color to it. You'll notice that there's some features that look like the frost giant, but doesn't look like the frost giant. As far as that, and while searching, all you'll find is a pouch, and inside the pouch you'll find a note that says, "Father, I'll avenge you. If it is my last breath, your death will be rectified and satisfied with a warrior's honor. And you'll see a very bright blue sparkling gem, kind of like an aquamarine, in the pouch.
I'm going to take that and stealthily. So
give me a stealth roll.
21.
All right.
So there's nothing else on them, just the furs and the axes.
Yep. And you touched the gem, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. You're dead.
Give me a that's a wisdom. Yeah. Saving throw.
It's a good thing I'm resilient. But that didn't matter because I rolled low. I got a 9.
A 9? Okay. Just kind of out of game. Remember, you're cursed.
Okay. Stealthily, I'm going to pass it off to Federo to say he had this gem on him. I'm not sure what it can be used for.
You don't want to do that. Inside you right now, you don't want to get rid of the gem. Mentally inside you, you think this is a gift from the gods.
Okay. Is this I'm always going to be cursed, or every day I get to make a new saving throw kind of thing?
This is where you're cursed until either remove curse is cast upon it to give you an opportunity to get away from it.
Is it a kind of curse that I don't want to show it to anyone, or is it that I don't want to give it away?
You don't want to give it away, and with that, it's kind of like I'd say in the Lord of the Rings deal with the One Ring, my precious.
Okay.
You don't want to throw it in any volcanoes.
But you're not readily willing to show it, give it away, because it is so precious to you right now.
Okay.
And as we go along with this, you'll find the properties of what this is. It's not all bad, but it ain't all good.
Okay. Yeah. Well, as long as it's as a curse, it doesn't sound like it's debilitating.
No, not totally.
Yeah. Oh, then. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it in my pouch then.
Okay. And you'll notice.
I wanted to make a medicine check to try and determine what kind of race the giant is.
Wouldn't necessarily be a medicine check on that. A nature or arcana.
It's not that smart, but I can try.
Well, and let's see here. Maybe you got history?
No, I have none of them. The only intelligence I have is religion.
Okay. But out of those three,
I'm just going to it's just basically going to be straight intelligence.
Okay.
Which is -1. which is 7.
Okay. You can't make it on out. It's strange to you. And which further puts in your mind, who was he talking about being his father?
That's all I got.
Oh, okay. How about the rest of you guys?
I think initially Stoic is just sort of, he's on a bit of a, after the sort of adrenaline of the battle, he's on a bit of a down, and he's just looking after the dead, and he's sort of not, it'll take some while for him to get back and get thinking back on to he'll start considering this an hour later or something like that, the strange form of the giant.
Okay. You'll notice, all of you notice that the snow has stopped falling as far as that. And give me one of those 3 checks there, Stoic.
Checks?
Yeah, well, that I gave Alan.
I'll go for history then.
All right.
And I'll take it whilst I'm thinking it over. I'll do a little prayer so I get the guidance.
All right.
So I get a total of 23 on history.
Okay. You remember something in some ancient texts where they talk about certain tales of giant hybrids.
Hybrids between different types of giants, or hybrids between giants
races.
and other giants and another race?
Yes.
And do I remember any more details? Was it a sorceress one, or
no.
do I remember the book I found it in, or anything like that? Do I remember anywhere where I could look up more information?
Yeah, you'll remember the book where it's titled "Ancient Times in Erewood," of creatures and fell.
Mm-hmm.
Is where you think you saw it. The DC for it was 25, so I'm trying to make.
Okay, so I get close, but not quite.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
You're close enough to get some information and such that may be useful down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Rex, what you doing besides pushing dead bodies and stuff? And I'll let you, if you want to, outside of listening to a voice in your head, do a check on the body if you can recall something from your travels and such. Any one of those 3 areas that I mentioned, you can use one of them.
I'm not that smart. What do you say? I got 7, I think. Yeah. I got nothing.
All right. Then you're kind of like Alan. It looks where you have a feeling this looks like something like kind of like a frost giant, but not quite, and you can't make sense of it, and such onto that. And Federo, when he gets there, he's going to go around and start helping the guard and the local populace get to their feet and try to heal. And he's going to assist Stoic in doing some last rites on the fallen guards that are there.
Once we've finished the last rites and done the rituals there, I talked to Federo, asking him if he has a copy or has ever read the history of old times creatures past and fell.
Let's see here.
Or does this? Look at this giant here. Does this?
He doesn't. He doesn't recall that book and like that. But let's see here. And he's scratching his head and he saying, "I really don't know what this beast is. It looks kind of like a giant, but not, and such. We'll have to try to investigate and see if there's another creature being brought on into this. But you'll see as you're talking and going through this that the sun is coming on out through the heavy clouds, and it seems like things are brightening on up.
The snow. It stopped snowing. Should we take advantage of it and follow these the tracks that this giant and his wolves made and see where he came from? I turned to my companions. I could do with an hour's rest before we leave, but after a rest, I suggest ideally I'd like 8 hours. But if we want to follow these tracks and find where he came from, it seems to me the best way to proceed.
Yeah, I can do with in a short little bit.
Let us lick our wounds and rest here, and set off in, shall we say, an hour?
Okay.
How about you, Rex? You with that plan?
To go after the giant?
The giant is dead, but to see where he came from.
Yeah, sure.
In that hour, I want to. There's a general store here, right?
Yeah, you have Pincus's general store.
I'm going to buy a new longbow there for 50 gold.
All right. Is no problem.
Reds, he can see he doesn't feel good by his soul, so I'm gonna go to Federo and talk with him in private and tell him I sold my soul to the guy. Because I don't feel good to serve an undead guy.
Well, we'll have to, and Federal say we're going to have to look into this too. Maybe you've been the leak that's been leaking information out to our enemy.
What are you talking about?
Our plans and our caravan routes and such.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, someone has been leaking information, we feel.
I wish Stoic was there.
And we're we'll wrap it up for here because I'll have to devise the next step into this. But as far as that, so if there's any of the outgoing that you want, plug or do within Ando.
I don't have anything.
Okay.
Yes, I'd like to just look around and see if I can come across some really powerful magic items lying around on the side of the street.
Do
you want me to make a perception roll?
Yeah, go ahead. Make a perception roll.
I'll take guidance.
Okay.
I get 15.
15. All right.
Yep.
You'll notice that there seems to be a dagger that fell out of that may have fell out of the boot of this being. The
giant.
Yep. It has a black obsidian blade and almost a crystal aquamarine bright blue handle.
After a while, I'll sort of 10 minutes of turning it over in my hands and sort of examining it. As a ritual, I'll cast Detect Magic on it to see if it's got any magic about it.
Okay. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. I didn't do very well here. I get 12.
Okay.
Unless it's poison.
No, it's not poison. You feel not yourself, and you feel like you're in a different place than Ando Trion. It's a little cooler, darker at the moment. But you feel very strong. And then all of a sudden you pop on back to Ando Trion. And you have a strong urge in a way for the taste of blood.
Can I do something?
Yeah, why not?
I'd like to look after a chest with 10,000 gold pieces at the side of the road.
Go ahead. We'll go ahead. Go ahead. Do a perception roll.
9.
You don't find it.
Oh, so sad.
All right. Is that all you guys?
Well,
adventure-wise want?
With my strong taste for blood, I'll go into the local wine, the local food place, and order some sort of blood sausages, please, before I head out.
It's not that kind of taste for blood. It's a battle taste.
No, but okay, and but still, I'll order some blood sausages.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I'll. Was there any magic? Did my detect magic ritual detect any?
Yeah, it did on the.
Then I'll take it to. I will actually. What do I know of? What do I know of Federo? I know he's a guild master, manager.
He's a cleric.
Cleric of what god? I mean, the
hold on. I'll have
unnamed adventurers are quite a they're a reputable lot. We wouldn't allow in. We wouldn't have a high-ranking member who's a cleric of some evil god, would we?
No. Let me pull up. Where is? Let's see here. Pull up the member sheet there, and find him, and I'll be able to tell you. He is priest of Divor.
Divor is
a cleric of knowledge.
If he's a cleric of knowledge, then I'm going to take the obsidian dagger to him and tell him I'd like him to have a look at it, see if he can identify it for me. tell me more about its properties and things, and tell him to be careful because I'll tell him of the sort of vision I had of this being in somewhere else. I'll tell him of the feeling I had. I don't know if it was just my imagination or it was some enchantment on the dagger, but I'll describe of being taken away from Ando Trion and being in a cold place. I won't mention my thirst for blood. I'll tell him to be careful with it, and ask him if he can identify it for me. I believe basically clerics of the knowledge domain, I know because I have one in another, identify as one of their domain spells.
And Federo will say, yeah, I can do that to you, but that will have to wait till I can get the populace taken care of.
Yeah,
So
I understand.
And like that, so that's where that'd be. Alrighty then. So I'll stop the broadcast here.
Yeah.
If there's any outgoing things you'd like to say, go ahead. I'll give the opportunity to the floor.
Nope.
Alrighty. Then let's see here. Where'd Caius go? Oh, all right.